we spoke to each other, and what year, that was like 94, it's 2024. He's literally my best friend.
Yeah. He's a great guy. Yeah.
You
vacation.
We vacation together.
Wearing
their kids spent stars a part of the summer at our place this year while they're doing roller derby camp in Prospect Park. We're close. We were roommates for like 3 years. So from that one incident sprang a lifelong friendship. So.
All right. What show was that?
Oh, that was when was the Great Eastern? Yes, were you the Great Eastern New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought Alex, because it was out front, like, you know, like, it was for so long that people probably didn't make the connection. You know, like,
Yeah.
So it was legit. I wasn't trying to do it.
Okay, cool. All right. This person was threatened with legal action. There's a series he created, shared the same with a project from DC Comics. Well, that is some confidence. Any other thoughts? Peter, are you going to put up with this?
I'm thinking.
You should work for DC. You probably know better than the internet. You might. I'm going to go with Vito.
Yeah. I'm not going to deny it. It is what it is.
Wait, but Jimmy, could you hear what it was?
Yeah.
Well, Batman?
No, it's. So I have a creator-owned book called Stray. And somebody from DC actually said, you know, we have a book called Stray. I was like, yeah, Jimmy is one of my backers. And Jimmy had a book called Stray at DC. So I think you
one shot.
Yeah, and like you can't, he knows about it. Anybody's going to make it.
You can't own a title.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Let that be a lesson to the young lady who's looking to get into comics. You can't own the title.
Right, if he had a Stray, it was exactly like the other book where it's about a specific goal.
I have no idea what the title is going to be.
No, but in this context.
Don't do Green Lantern.
I'll probably be fine.
In this context, Jimmy's was about a dog from space, I believe.
Yeah, so I didn't write it. The writer wrote it, and did the whole book, and for some reason he didn't want to dialogue it. So I went in and dialogued it. Yeah, and I was like, what is this about? Look, it was a chat.
Many years later, I did mine, and like I said, Jimmy was one of my backers. So I was like, I can't see where if anybody had a quote unquote dog in that race, it would be him, you know, or any of the creators. So I was like, yeah.
So they threatened you with legal action?
Yeah.
And you had to do what? Change
Nothing.
it?
I was like, I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Yeah. It didn't change a thing.
Okay, good.
Yeah, sometimes a threat.
Even the logo isn't the same. That's why I was like,
Yeah, you know, just you say it publicly and it makes people back.
Yeah.
More.
Okay, next up. This person once accidentally sent comics art with new characters to a prominent comics website. Oh, I don't understand this.
Sounds like a Jimmy movie. Yeah.
I think it's you because you do this publicity and you sent the Vertigo book.
Right.
No, my
I didn't do
actual.
Vertigo. I was a superhero.
I would lie and say that too, so I guess.
All the other super
I'm thinking it was Adam.
It does sound like an Adam between. I already advise that it's Adam.
I have made
It's
some
Adam.
mistakes, but I don't think I made this one.
publicity.
Who knows what they were? Yeah.
Or this person wants access.
I mean, how do you accident? I mean, because you don't want to? Because I would like send it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But it wouldn't be
Jimmy
an
would never
accident.
accidentally
That's
send
how you
out.
know.
Yeah, that's true.
Here you go. Here's the
All right. So
Yeah.
who do we think?
I'm gonna say Adam.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Adam.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
I feel besmirched. Who did it? Who sent the new characters?
Right church, wrong pew.
He was a lot of denial in that when I bought that. I was like, wait.
So when I started at DC, it was my job to send preview art to different websites. And I thought I was like this innovator. I was like, we should send pencils and we should send inks. And this was around the time that Kurt and Carlos Pacheco were taking over Superman. And I didn't know that Carlos Pacheco, rest his soul, drew in the nude. His pencils were in the movie.
Like Dan Carlo.
Yeah. He would draw
Yeah,
images.
and then put clothes on.
And so this was a situation of just dragging, the editor sent me the first 5 pages, which was a mistake. And it was just a drag and drop, and then the editor at Newsarama, where I used to work, was like, are you sure you want to send this? And so I pulled him back, but, yeah.
That's fortunate that it was a friend, because some
Yeah.
websites are
Yeah, it was
just
my-
like,
Publish.
That would have been the worst time.
Right, it's just nudity. I have an issue with that, like, it's just nudity, come on, man. You go to a museum, will you?
Yeah.
awesome. Okay. Next up, this person once got tips for ordering from a sub shop.
So somebody had to go out.
I'm gonna say Adam.
Got tips.
I'm convinced.
You are just old.
It's gotta be Adam.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Alex.
Blame the female.
It's one of these two guys.
It sounds like a weird.
I'm like,
Well, not for nothing, Jimmy's from New York, he's Italian, he knows how to do
I didn't tip back. I didn't the sandwich.
The only time when I was doing like signings and stuff at Hamleys, I bought Jim Lee White Castle. So not a sub.
Did he tip you?
He drew something for me.
Cheap bastard.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with. Adam.
I'm changing it to Vito.
I think it's a.
You changed it to me.
Yeah, because I don't know if I like that story.
It smells fishy.
Yeah.
Like I said,
The worst kind of sub.
All right, will the person who got tips from ordering from sub shop, so random, from Bruce Tim, raise her hand. Oh, yes, so we were
At least you know to order.
they're not very good tips. It was at San Diego Comic-Con a few years back, and there was a Batman 75 panel with a lot of people on it, and we were all in a holding room across the hall from the panel room, and we were just sitting there on, and everyone was just like, nobody was talking. It was very weird, it was very tense. And somebody says, boy, I'm hungry, I could go for a sandwich. And Bruce Timm suddenly starts talking to me and this other guy, like, when you order from a sub shop, never get the meatball sub. And we're like, what? And he says he worked in a sub shop when he was like 17.
Right.
And what they do is they take every little piece of leftover meat in the shop and grind it up. It's all the oldest meat in the shop. And they were like, okay, thanks. It's awesome. What a weird thing to say. Thank you very much. All
How
right.
much did he tip you? Like 30 bucks? What kind of tip?
Don't order the meatball
Oh, that was
sub.
the tip. That was it. Oh, I get it. I thought you went and got him a sandwich.
Oh, no.
Saving him,
Tip was never.
Don't play the poker.
Yes.
All right, got it. All right.
But that is all coming traffic.
So
Sorry.
the cold cuts are green, don't eat.
Right.
It was odd.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Can I tell one more quick thing from that panel? Because it was
Sure.
I was running the AV panel.
How many
And
meatball subs do you eat?
Denny O'Neill right here, Neil Adams next to him, Grant Morrison a couple of seats down. And halfway through the panel, Grant Morrison started saying something about Batman. You know what? It's a dark night. And he likes gargoyles and all this. And he's saying it in a thick, thick accent. And about 5 minutes in, I see Neil lean over to him and go, what the hell is he talking about?
I had a whole conversation with him where I just had to nod my head. No idea what it is. When I heard the word teen girls in the middle, I'm like, I don't know what he was talking about. I was like, yeah.
What are you gonna do?
His accent is so strong.
It is so
It makes me sound like French.
It's that bad.
All right.
Wonderful.
This person once worked in a legal casino.
Jimmy.
Well,
That is the most Goodfellas thing I could have, Jimmy. It was in somebody's basement in Fort Hamilton, in Brooklyn, and he used to park cars.
all right.
Jimmy, get the car!
I'm gonna guess it's me.
You could have totally bluffed and said it was me with a name like Vito, but
it. And then I would wait on the card tables, because it was like a poker game, so it wasn't like a casino, but it was all these games. And my dad would be one of the guys in there, because that's how he paid for our summer camp. So he used to bring, so I'd feed all the tables, like all night long. They would say, hey, let me get a shrimp cocktail, let me get a burger. I would cook it, and I'd bring it over the tables, and they would have a glass in the middle of the table, and whoever won would throw 5 or 10 in each game. And then by the end of the night, I got all the money in all the cups around the room. And of course, my dad would like guilt the people and say, hey, that's my son, so $4 in there. But I would make hundreds of dollars.
Why are you in comics?
And it wasn't like, there wasn't like the movies where it's all crazy. Everybody was very sweet and nice, and until they lost. And then once in a while, there'd be like some guy that had to walk out.
Mother and prick you.
Yeah. And it was a lot of time, but it was also a lot of everything. But it was a fun job.
Awesome.
So,
All right, we have time for just a couple more quick questions.
you're welcome, guys.
All right, ready?
Yep.
This person once had a rock star's entire contact list.
Whoa!
Damn, useful.
Forward. Wow. Like in a text or something.
That's not even.
I would.
I'm gonna go with. It's gotta be a New Yorker. It's gotta be.
We're all New
They're all
Yorkers.
New Yorkers.
That's the weirdest part.
This is a very New York town.
I only know one rock star. So.
Who's that?
Gene Simmons.
Yeah, I know Claudio from My Chemical Romance. Code and Cambria, sorry.
So how does that happen though? A whole.
Yeah, how does the technology work?
Hey, listen, I once found Bob Burden's telephone book in a FedEx in Los Angeles and returned it to him at a coffee shop. So,
My contact was forwarded to his phone.
How does that
So they had to text it to you.
yeah.
Okay.
Or email.
Or like drop it, like what's the
I
airdrop?
think you do that. You have to have some kind of special talent.
Yeah, you really have to work hard to do that.
I would say talent. Yeah. I mean, the fact that you're in a band, you're still in a band, too.
Yeah, I think it's out. I think it's out.
But like, I'm sure you came across a bunch of people. Like, I really.
I want to hear the story because I want to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's out.
It's Alex. All right.
So at Archie, we did a bunch of those Archie Meets crossovers.
Yes.
Like what kind of meats? Like deli meats?
Yeah, deli meats. The first one was Archie Meets Kiss, which was my first big kind of standalone miniseries. And I remember I was on vacation with my girlfriend at the time, now my wife. And I wake up and I have 500 emails in my BlackBerry or whatever phone I was using. I was like, what the hell is going on? And it was basically Gene Simmons had forwarded contact list.
Damn.
And so it was like standalone emails for all these people. And I was like, and then the last email was from him, and he said that was not meant for you. And me being the good boy that I am, deleted all the emails. Like I didn't like abuse it or anything.
Right.
But real quick, so the year that Archie was doing the Kiss Crosser, IDW was also doing it for the Kiss Crosser that I drew with Chris Ryle. So that year at San Diego, IDW and Archie's booths were right next to each other in the show floor. So we did our signing with Gene, like at the IDW booth. Gene finishes the signing, walks immediately over to the Archie booth. The entire crowd moved.
People came, and then Dan Baird, the artist, and I signed with them, but it was like they were there for them.
He's an odd dude.
Yeah.
I think he was very generous.
Somebody brought him over to my table and introduced him to me, and he goes, I know who you are. That's all he said to me.
But he's a huge comics fan.
It's so creepy.
All right, we are on our last statement. Let's do it. This person held a future Hall of Famer established a Guinness World Record. Wow. This big.
Guinness World Record. I'm gonna say Alex.
So future, so assuming, like in our business, like this that future Hall of Famer, like or a sports person. Like we don't know.
Good
Okay.
question.
I'm gonna say
mean, it's a comic panel, right? So
Yeah.
I was thinking future.
Oh, Adam,
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think Adam,
Everyone gets it.
yeah,
Ron James.
like, I thought Alex said his own name, and I was like, oh, no, he said Adam. Oh,
No, it's
Ah.
I'm not gonna end the show on me.
I don't know, it's your show. Well, we just,
Ooh, it's tough.
we
Just
just,
thinking who would help somebody do that.
that's what we mean, how?
Give the effort.
Who would help? We're also hateful.
Okay, so since we just did Alex.
Okay, Vito.
I'm gonna say Adam.
I say
Oh,
Vito.
man.
I'm gonna say Adam.
Yeah.
Alex, okay. Please, raise your hand if it's you.
Jimmy Guy.
Yeah, that nerd, you talking too quick.
Oh,
That's
That's why I'm not, that's why you used it was John Romita Jr. He
Oh,
did,
yeah.
I want to say 48 or 72 hours straight, or something absurd, because I remember being there almost like the entire 24 hours, and then going home, and then coming back, and he was still going. And this was to raise money for his niece, who needed like stem cells. And he actually beat the record a couple years later.
What was the record?
It was continuous drawing for, I want to say it was like, and he was just doing sketches and stuff. There was a fight in the arcade in one of the places that we were at. We got moved to a hotel, a lobby, and he's still drawing. He was drawing while we were walking. Like, it was, like, and John Romita Jr., he really is a work of art himself.
Great.
Yes.
He just never stopped.
Great guy.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thank you so much, everybody. Wait, we're not done yet. Yes. First of all, tell everyone where you can be located and what are you up to at the moment?
Amanda, where are we?
I don't remember the name of the book number, but we're near we're kind of around the corner from the bakery in
Amanda would know it's food-based landmark. Yeah, we're over there. And currently writing Deadly Tales of the Gunslinger for Todd McFarlane, which starts in November, but Todd likes to have a lot of books in the drawer before we start. And publishing my stuff through Kickstarter on paper clips.
I'm signing at the Hero Initiative booth and at Mad Cape at 3. Dick Tracy, you can find me at comicsquare.com. I'm writing Spider Society for Marvel and Star Wars Battle of Jakku, which is a 12-issue maxi series that bridges the gap between Return of the Jedi and Battle of Jakku. And The Question for DC, which launches in
When's your novel coming out?
Oh yes, Alter Ego, which is the sequel to Secret Identity, which won the LA Times Book Prize, hits in December from Flash.
Cannot wait.
Yeah.
I am at 112 on the far side of the wall, facing the wall, which is fine. I'm currently working on The Wrong Earth Dead Ringers for Ahoy Comics, and I've got several projects that are percolating soon, hopefully one of them with this guy here, if the contracts get signed. And what else? I'm doing covers and writing articles and teaching. So.
I can be found at 2308 with the aforementioned always shirtless Dean Haspiel. I am currently working on Stray Volume 3. We have issue 2. We just finally got our final cover in, variant cover, so that'll be going to print in the next couple of weeks. And then issue 3 we'll be putting up on the website shortly. And hopefully I don't have to go through Kickstarter because I'm terrible at them. And I'm working on a bunch of other one-shots within the Stray universe. One of them, which I'm very excited about, is about a crime boss.
Okay, and real quick before we reveal the winners, if anyone's interested, that QR code, you can scan it and subscribe to my weekly newsletter on comics, marketing, and life. And I think you'll enjoy it. All right, so
I got the experience.
it's good stuff. Everyone's awesome. We have a tie today. Unbelievable. Vito and Jimmy both got 8 points. Alex got 4 and Jamal got 3. So thank you so much.
Thank you,
everybody,
everybody.
for coming. Appreciate
Thank you
it.
guys. Oh, with that face.
All right, now,